Center on back-to-back nights, taking on the red-hot Clippers tomorrow, but the struggling Lakers tonight. LA has lost 7 straight entering tonight's game. At center, although Brook Lopez is available tonight, and a change in this. And played his college ball for a couple years at UCLA. Here's Kuzma on the attack, and he gets the game's first basket. Of his rebound by Caldwell Pope. Kuzma getting the 27th pick in the draft. Randall with the block.
Guys on the perimeter, and then he's been ready. There's been nights where he didn't play like you said, and then there was nights when he was called upon and he showed up and executed.
Westbrook finds, and look at Westbrook go behind the back, and now Anthony raising and hitting a three.
And it's a tough one.
Here's Kuzma for 3. It's good. 15-7 Lakers. The Lakers, are they good enough to win a championship as currently constructed?
Their problem is not playing against the elite teams as Melo knocks down the jump shot. Their problem also exciting my mind.
You asked. Here's Melo, got Randall off his feet. What a veteran move. That's a...
To help him get used to the grind of an NBA season, Mark.
Is she going at me?
Yes, she is.
You know what we did my rookie year? When fatigue came in, we realized let's go get another point guard. So midway through my first year, we went and got another point guard to give me some spot.
Well, Pope, he's got 8, and the first lead of the night for the Thunder.
Oh, well, Pope too good of a defender to allow that blow by. While I'm speaking of that, Russell
8 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. I think the rebounding thing is still the thing that's most amazing. What a great pass, though, by Westbrook to Anthony for the stuff. I mean, you know Westbrook is going to...
Sounds like a throwaway line. That's the great Patrick Ewing.
Right.
Carmelo Anthony. I mean, what a career he's had.
Felton with the lob to Grant.
Lakers get a 2 for 1.
Lopez really been working on that shot. And you can tell in the last couple of years, Lopez 4-3. Houston, which ended a 14-game win streak by the Rockets. Patterson, the other corner. This time he buries it. The game, he had a knee injury that he had surgery on in the offseason as Clarkson hits a 3. But imagine it.
Without LeBron James making the play on a nightly basis. And Isaiah Thomas does that.
Lopez from long range smokes the net on another 3.
Really developed that three-point shooting ability last year with the Nets. Became a legitimate threat.
So do you see some similarities in Kyle Kuzma? A guy that, people thought, okay, he's got a chance. They see potential as George with a beautiful finish with the left hand. But nobody, would have a rookie year like this.
You're right. There are similarities. The difference to me right now is great time by Harden Brewer. The difference, Paul George he initiate offense. And right now, Ingram is better doing that than Kuzma.
George can do that pretty well. $500,000 for tampering. Don't want to tamper with the folks now. Here's Anthony for 3. And he's got the hot hand. Carmelo with his third triple, 15 points.
We don't want to tamper. We just
grew up about an hour north of downtown. Went to Fresno State for college. Westbrook with the beautiful finish. So the big 3 all in the front row, and they're watching a show. George has 15 points and a couple threes. In fact, George is 21 of his last 34 from behind the arc. Randall and Anthony off the bounce. Connects. Anthony with 17. The efficiency of these 3 guys during this run for the Thunder. Had a 6-game win streak, won 8 of 9 before losing 2 straight. Kuzma.
Julius Randle, find a way to get to the body of Carmelo Anthony and give some help. There's no resistance right now from the Lakers.
Wow, Hustis with the monster finish. Points.
Lakers, poor job defending. Hustis, we have a problem.
Wild shot. Westbrook clears, and here he goes. Got 2 defenders on him, and he goes right past Caldwell Pope. What a finish! What a play by the MVP. Thunder had a foul to give.
Just look at the pace that he plays with. Lulls you to sleep, and then all of a sudden changes gears and finishes. That's bad defense, but that's great.
Yeah,
tickets are a little different.
Yeah, exactly. Well, those seats that Mr. and Mrs. George have tonight, pretty pricey. Good start for the Thunder here in the college. He went to Australia, played professionally last year, came off the bench, and the Thunder really.
My mom's watching this game at home in New York, and she's probably mad because Paul George spoiled her. His mom and dad sitting in the front row on the court.
Those type of meetings.
I've been part of great team meetings. I've been part of some team meetings that were awful. Some words, yeah, he can help a lot of different teams, so they're comfortable realizing they can unload him if they have to.
Yeah, Clarkson, I mean, you get 14, 15 points per season. What a drive by Westbrook. 18 now for Westbrook. Ennis gets 2 on the other end. His second basket. And poor defense. OKC shooting mid-50s. George again. That's 22 on. Caldwell Pope with a pull-up. It's good. Not lost before. These players won in college. Luke won a national championship, won 2 titles as a player, won a title as an assistant. He admitted this.
The future's bright for this team.
Lopez offensive rebound, can't get the putback the first time, but he does. 8 minutes in his first game back after missing 8 straight with an ankle injury. Good ball movement by the Thunder. Here's Ferguson draining a 3. Came in just 2 for 16. This is for third on the Thunder. Caldwell Pope from Clarkson. It's a 3. You can definitely see when they are on the floor together that Ingram is a better player. As Ferguson, it's his third 3-pointer. He's got
for another playmaker, but both teams having very good years thus far.
Here's Nance on the break, and he gets the layup. Quarter, he had more threes in that quarter, twice as many, in fact, than he had the entire season coming in. And there's Eustace with a jam.
In a way, the opportunity, do you take advantage of it? And Ferguson capitalized on his moment.
Well, Donovan told us before the game that he watched tape on Ferguson, and a lot of what he
back playing basketball. The game missed him.
I mean, he was last year. Obviously, Westbrook, as George gets in the lane, Westbrook was going to win the award.
Isolation, he's a handful to defend.
Caruso out to Josh Hart, and Hart hits the 3. Hart won a national. Paul George getting more minutes here in the fourth quarter. How about Ferguson? 5 3-pointers, all in the second half. The hard work and persistence paying off for Terrence Ferguson. Clarkson with a
Paul George and Andre Robinson.
But you also need shooting, and if Ferguson can do that off the bench, and obviously his confidence right now is sky high. Terrence Ferguson can happen. He scored the last 8 for Oklahoma City. Felt working hard, gets the steal on Hart. Here comes Ferguson with the monster finish. Hart can't get the 3. Nance, now Caruso will try. 3-pointer, challenging. Here's Hart with the steal. And he gets delayed with a foul.
That hurt my hand.
Hurt my ears.
Wow. For him to be hurt.
He gets a strip here and another chance at a dunk. Whoa!
You can't grab your wrist and act like you're hurting and then do this. So many locker room and seeing Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
And he picks LeBron.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you, Steph Curry's not doing that. Knowing Steph Curry, he's not doing that.
But imagine he
players in the world. You're not my guy. I'm taking my guy. It's not that big of a difference. And also, I don't like you.
We know he picked it. Hart for 3. The dunk by Caruso. But the Lakers have now lost 8 straight games, matching their longest skid of last year. The Thunder put up a season-high 133 points.